Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, Stories from the 78 from River North. Take a look at that, the old Montgomery Ward building here in Chicago. In the spirit of progress, way up there on top of that building, I'm here at Bettie's Chicago. This place is awesome if you like baking, learning how to bake, really getting that one-on-one time in a baking class. This is it, and it's 1950s theme from the music to the decor to the whole thing. That is happening here. I'm going to talk to the owner, Kristen, all about this experience and what it's like to take a cooking class here at Bettie's Chicago. All right, so the better part is 7 months. Bettie's Chicago has been open, and this is like one of the final results of a lot of hard work over the years from my friend Kristen. How are you, Kristen?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for coming today.
Absolutely. Congratulations on this space. This is like stepping back in time with this very awesome aesthetic that you have in here. Very cool experience.
Thank you. Yeah, we really hope you feel like you've properly walked into a time warp when you come into Bettie's Chicago. And if you're not familiar with us, we're a 1950s styled baking school, cooking school, and event space over here in River North.
And this is the culmination of a lot of years of hard work. You started off doing this as a second career, right? You
Absolutely.
were in the fine arts, or you taught music therapy, I should say,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, so I went to college for music therapy, and when I was in college, I started baking kind of as stress relief. But it ended up becoming really my passion, and I ended up changing careers completely. I went to culinary school. And this business actually started out as a hobby. I started out as a food blogger. So
Hence Bettie?
Yeah,
Yep.
as Baker Bettie's. I was actually a very shy person at the time. I didn't want people to know my true identity. So I came up with the alter ego of Baker Bettie and started bakerbettie.com. And that became my full-time business. I've been doing that for almost 12 years now. And then this is kind of the new expansion of the business.
Right, you have cooking classes, baking classes, the experience of like people come here for date night, for baking
Absolutely.
classes, and this is the main space here. So just, walk through it with me, like your thought on the decor, because I
Sure.
feel like I'm like at my grandmother's house, like when I was a real little kid when she still had all this awesome furniture.
Yeah, so we set it up kind of like a 50s diner. I've kind of always wanted to own a 50s diner, but I've worked in enough restaurants, so I don't want to run a restaurant. So when you come in for class, today we're doing a cake decorating class.
Yep.
So we get all the stations kind of set up at the diner counter. All the students come in and they'll find their station here at the counter, and this is where you take class. We also have these really fun, very 50s style booths. So when we end up doing, we'll have a break in the middle of class to have a snack, or if we're having a dinner class, you can sit at the diner booths to have your dinner. Or if we're doing a private event, people, use the booths to sit at and have, time with friends and family or whatever event they're having. And then, I stand behind the counter here to teach.
Yep.
And we have a camera set up with these screens so you can see what I'm doing.
That's what that is right there?
Yeah, and we keep our classes...
Oh, you have it on the screen?
Yeah,
You really
yeah.
thought everything here.
But we keep our classes really small. We really want you to feel like you are not crammed in here, that you get enough attention, you get to learn what you're doing. Everything is 100% hands-on. You'll make everything from start to finish in class. And we just have a ton of fun, and we make a lot of memories, and everybody learns a lot while they're here.
And you even put out name tags like Nancy and
Yeah.
Steve here. You got the butter.
Yeah.
You have all the ingredients out.
Yep. So we put that's the best part about taking a class here is you don't have to clean and you don't have to measure your ingredients for yourself. But I'm gonna throw these scones in the oven really quick. So I always make something really delicious to have for a snack during class. It just kind of depends on the day. Today I made some scones. They'll end up puffing up really tall and be nice and flaky. So we always put out something like that during class.
And that's for like the little breaks that you said in between.
Yeah.
And then people even go into, you have a studio.
I do.
Right? Like,
I
come
do.
on.
Yeah.
This is not
Do
the
you
only
wanna come
spot in
see
the
it?
place. Yeah, why not? Let's go for a walk.
Yeah. So I still create all the content online. I still do TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then
It never ends, right?
Yeah, the Baker Bettie website is still a huge part of what we're doing. So I use this space as our studio, but we always have it open during class too because it's very Instagrammable. People like to take pictures in here.
Yeah.
The Pyrex wall is very iconic, and then this is the vintage kitchen set. We use this for filming our YouTube videos, but we also have a little photo booth set up here So when you're done making your pie or your cake or whatever it is you're making, you can come take some pictures in the vintage kitchen set and have that as a memento of your time.
Yeah, look at this.
here.
You're not messing around. You got the whole empire happening right here.
Yeah.
And that is, we talked earlier, this is still functioning.
It is. It is still functioning.
Maybe
I'm
not for all the guests that come in, but at least for you.
I'm not full on Baker Bettie today, but often when I do like film for YouTube, I'll do a wet set on my hair, and I literally use that. It still functions.
That's fantastic. And
Yeah.
I love the decor you have in here, even that wallpaper that you have,
Yeah.
where it's ladies' legs and it's a piece of cake or a whole cake in general.
Yep. I found that when we wanted to do something really fun, wallpaper by the bathroom, and I found this artist who makes art where it's pinup girl legs with inanimate objects as the body, and so there was one with cakes on it, and I just had to have it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with pinup girl legs. I'm just
Right,
saying.
exactly.
That's fantastic.
I agree.
So you guys have classes here 6 or 7 a week between classes and private events, right?
Correct, yes. We have classes Wednesday through Sunday. I always have 2 on Saturday, but we do a lot of private events as well. And we do a lot of date night classes that are a little more casual. You'll still learn a lot, but they're a little more time for socializing. We also do happy hour classes. Our focaccia art class is probably our most popular class. So it's kind of like a sip and paint class, except for your focaccia dough is your canvas, and then all of the toppings and ingredients are your paintbrush to create your art. And then we do more serious baking classes on the weekend. Like today we're doing cake decorating, we're doing a pie baking class tomorrow. We also do like sourdough classes, bagel making classes, all kinds of different things.
And the difference between this and maybe other classes that people have taken is that this is designed for mostly the individual, right? It's not like a group cooking.
Absolutely.
There's aspects of it, of course, with the group,
Yeah.
but this is more about people actually getting this to be able to figure out how to do this on their own.
Absolutely, yeah. If we're gonna make a class about the topic, we want you to make the thing 100% from start to finish. So a lot of other places, they'll maybe have one group work on one component and another group work on another component. We want you to feel like you got the whole experience while you're here and you could go home and make it again.
And people want more information about this, the website again?
BettiesChicago.com, and it's Betty with an I-E, not a Y. And yeah, you can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all those places. We post about our classes all the time.
And right here in River North, across from like the big Groupon building that used to be Montgomery Wards for the old school folks and who were watching. But Kristen, thank you very much for taking time. I know you got a class here in a few minutes, but I can't wait to see what you guys make here for the cake decorating today.
Yes.
And you said classes about 2 hours-ish?
2.5 hours. Some of our more intensive classes are a little longer, but usually around 2.5, 2 hours.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much for coming.
No problem. All right, that is Betty Chicago here in the River North neighborhood. TomBarneyChicago@gmail.com if you have a suggestion for a story from the 78, or head over to the website, storiesfromthe78.com. Happy baking, everybody. We'll see you later.